We held an outdoor cinema event here in Hayburn Park, which was a family-friendly, socially distanced event for all the members of the community. It was really good fun. I got the idea from Shireen and Lydia, who held a similar event in Govan Hill. It was such a lovely thing to do, to get together with the community there and watch a movie in an outdoor space. So I decided to pinch the idea and do the same thing in Hayburn Park. The first thing I did was speak to Lydia and to Shireen and get all their top tips of how to go about it. They shared their material about risk assessments and hosting an event that would meet the guidelines for the current COVID-19 situation, and how to set up a track and trace facility so that everybody who came to the event could sign a form, and then we would contact them should there be any outbreak linked to the event. The next thing I had to do was get permission to show the film, which we wanted to play Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is a 20th century Fox movie. And so I had to contact an organisation called Film Bank Media and apply to get to use the film, to get a licence for it. The next thing I had to do was contact Glasgow City Council. It might be different in the areas that you live in, but in Glasgow you have to get a permission to use form. You complete it and you send it back to the council. Because it is a council space, you can't charge for people to come into an event in the park. The next thing we did was put together the practicalities for the event. We have our own gazebo, we have our own deck chairs, so we put those up and we put the deck chairs in a socially distant fashion to encourage people to sit safely at the event and only stay in their own family group. We borrowed the projector and the screen actually from Shireen and Lydia, thank you very much to them. We put the screen under the gazebo along with a PA system that we hired from CP Audio, and thank you very much to them for that. And we had a generator as well, which was hired from them. Then we had the projector in a little tent in the middle of the viewing area so that we could project onto the screen. The total that this event cost was £450. That was £150 to join the licensing organisation, but that's a refundable deposit if you no longer want to license with them. It was £160 for the film, £136 for the generator and the PA system. We put up some posters to advertise, but we didn't really spend much money on that, and we didn't charge because it was in a council area. And we actually used the money that we had saved for this event, so we didn't get any funding. But we enjoyed it so much that we might get funding for future things that we might do. On the night of the event, we had about 55 people who came along. We'd been a little bit worried about whether they would socially distance and whether we'd have to be bossy, but everybody did it without having to be asked, which was lovely. My top tips would be for hosting an event like this. The first one, find somebody who's done it already. Have a chat to them because you're going to get the best advice and then you won't make the mistakes as you go along. The second thing, if you're going to host an outdoor cinema, it doesn't matter what time of the year in Scotland you're sitting outside, it will be cold after not moving for 2 hours. So wear a big jacket and bring along a cosy blanket and have a really lovely time.